And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Okay, looking at today's satellite imagery, start here over the eastern, or the panhandle here in the east. Moisture still streaming northward with a stationary frontal boundary, another low down here approaching the Queen Charlotte Islands. That's slowly moving eastward. The heaviest rain again down around Ketchikan, picking up about 1.25 inches today, and Metlakatla about 1/2 inch or so, with lighter amounts up to the north. Drying out here along the North Gulf Coast into south central Alaska. Still some snow shower activity, areas of clouds here in the interior. A couple of bands of moisture, this one shifting northward, as you can see there, and this one coming down out of across the Arctic Ocean there, bringing some areas of light snow to the central western Arctic coast all the way down in toward the Bering Strait. Good conditions here, light winds and some scattered snow shower activity out here, but nothing too terribly heavy over the Bering Sea. And then a huge mass of clouds here with the next big storm coming in to the western Aleutians. And with that storm, there's a high wind warning out for tonight. And let's see, tonight, just for tonight, ends at 8 a.m. Sunday morning there. Looking for winds increasing to 55 miles an hour with gusts to 80 miles an hour here for the western Aleutians. West of Adak, it'd be Amchitka Island or so westward there to the Komodorskis. And let's see, from there, there's a blizzard warning out for northeast Prince William Sound, specifically Thompson Pass, for 55-mile-an-hour wind gusts, creating visibilities less than 1/4 mile in blowing snow. And that's out until, let's see, 1 a.m. Tomorrow, or this Sunday morning. So basically this evening until midnight tonight or so. And then up here to the north, we've got high surf advisories out for tomorrow and tomorrow night, Sunday and Sunday night, maybe into early Monday. Here for the St. Lawrence Island, Bering Strait coast, north side of the Seward Peninsula, Shishmaref, as well as the northwest coast here in the western Arctic coast for winds picking up, gusting to 50 and 55 miles an hour, creating high surf that could cause minor beach erosion. And let's see, high wind watch out for Prince of Wales Island. Let's see, for tomorrow night, and actually for, let's see, it was a Sunday night and Monday. That's what it was, Sunday night into Monday here for Prince of Wales Island. Otherwise, and they're looking for gusts up to about 60 miles an hour. And winter storm watches out here for the remainder of the shaded areas here of the southeast coast. Big storm coming up into the northeast Pacific, and that's going to bring the potential for possible heavy snow and wind in across all this area here. Definitely will be a big increase in the winds. Precipitation type a little questionable at this point. Likely snow up over the northern areas, then a mixture in the central part of the panhandle, and then rain around Prince of Wales Island on down toward Metlakatla. And from there, going to today, much quieter day here over the southeast coast. This system much weaker now, so bringing some steady rain in over the southern panhandle, but drying out back to the north and northwest, and lost clear skies, some patchy fog in areas here of south central Alaska, and the gradient tightening up as this high pressure starts to strengthen, and those winds will be coming up for the northeast Prince William Sound area tonight, possibly again gusting to 55 miles an hour in the channeled areas. A couple of weak troughs out here, especially the one on the western Arctic coast, bringing some areas of light snow to that area. And then on the edge of the chart here, you can see that next system moving in, bringing the high wind warnings and good storm force wind warnings in the marine areas here into the western Aleutians. And winds and precipitation gradually increasing late tonight for Adak and Atka. Otherwise, eastern Bering Sea stays pretty good here with light winds, dry conditions, fair amount of clearing with high pressure. One center there over the eastern Aleutians, another one here over the southwest interior. And then this one here over the Yukon strengthening. And then we have this system up here, this disturbance bringing areas of light snow across the Seward Peninsula, extending from the south side of Norton Sound there all the way up across the western Brooks Range, spreading into the western Arctic coast. Kotzebue, Kivalina, Point Hope, Red Dog, those areas, NOAA, pretty good chance of snow tonight, and drier off to the east. and drying out here over the panhandle. This high, you can see the tightening gradient over the northern southeast coast here, particularly Lynn Canal Glacier Bay area. It's going to start driving in colder, drier air into the northern areas. And again, up this high now up to 1,034 millibars, where, let's see, back it up here today, 1,017 millibars. So you can see it strengthens considerably. And that's going to help push that cold, drier air down across the southeast coast. Still tomorrow, a lingering chance of showers, Heidelberg over toward Metlakatla, but mostly into Norton Sound now. Definitely drier across the area there. Good clear skies, cold temperatures, light winds all the way out to the southeast Bering Sea, Bristol Bay, Nunivak Island. And then these disturbances keeping clouds and showers in over the northern interior with the best chance back here in the west and northwest part of the state. And then this strong front already starting to weaken by late tomorrow afternoon, but that'll definitely bring some stronger winds and rain into the central Aleutians, the main low center hanging back there to the west at about 945 millibars. And down here to the south, you can see the next system. This is going to be hammering the southeast coast and eventually the eastern North Gulf Coast, as we'll see on Monday. That low center, about 961 millibars. But the difference in pressure between this low and this 1,044 millibar high up over the Northwest Territories, very tight pressure field here across all of the southeast coast, especially the northern areas into the eastern North Gulf Coast. Big increase in the winds with that. All that moisture will be riding in over the Arctic air, spilling down from the north. So pretty good chance of some snow and blowing snow over the northern areas with very strong winds, again, gusting 60 miles an hour or better along the coast here. Probably storm warnings in the marine areas here. And dry and fair over the interior, although becoming windy. Say Delta Junction, Copper River Basin here, a little breezy even into Prince William Sound. And increasing north winds, say for Resurrection Bay in the Seward area there. But light winds here in the west, and you can see this front really weakened from what it was. Just an area of rain and a lot lighter winds now associated with it as it drags into the eastern Aleutians and Pribilofs. And even this low center starting to weaken, pulling northward and staying back to the west there. And showery and breezy for the Aleutians. Lows tonight out that way in the 30s to near 40. A little below freezing for the Pribilofs, upper 20s for St. Lawrence Island. And then the eastern half of the state, the eastern half of the interior, below zero, the western half above zero. And then for the southeast coast, lows tonight, lower to mid-20s in the northern areas, near freezing, say from Sitka over to Wrangell, Petersburg, and above freezing south of there. Highs tomorrow in the 40s over the southern south, actually near 40 for the extreme southern panhandle. Highs staying near or below freezing, or in some cases upper 20s. Yakutat, Haines, 31 for Juneau for the highs. Staying below zero in the Copper River Basin, and anywhere from 5 below to 15 above in the central interior. In the teens for the Arctic coast, and in the 30s right along the Bering Sea coast, lower 40s for the Pribilofs and Aleutians. And then the lows on Monday morning. Below zero over the eastern 2/3 of the state, south of the Brooks Range. Very cold in the Copper River Basin, 20 to 30 below there. About the same up over the Yukon Flats. And teens and mid-20s for the northern panhandle. Lower to mid-30s for the southern areas. Upper 20s for Kodiak. Much milder here. Upper 30s near 40 for the Bering Sea and the Aleutians. They'll be followed by highs getting above zero in the Tanana Valley here, although the Yukon Flats Arctic Village staying below zero, but not too bad. Also Copper River Basin areas from 5 below to maybe 5 above here up into Northway and Tok, right around zero for Eagle. Highs in the mid to upper 20s here in northern panhandle, mid 40s to the south. And so it'll be definitely a freezing precipitation pattern there for the northern half of the southeast coast Monday afternoon. Upper 30s for Kodiak Island, and in the 20s for south central Alaska.